All right, guys, welcome to Trading with Meatball. We are not here to brag. We're just going to talk about winners and losers. And we draw lines on charts, okay? We want you to draw your own lines on your own charts so that you can spot patterns and pick entry points. And we got a banger home run on the CVNA today, and it did not retrace to the pattern. It had a pattern, it was coming to our trend line. But it took off at the open, and I had done a video last night and put into the Discord, which is free, by the way. The Discord is free, that this was my number one pick. And I said to the guys in the Discord, I'm going to take it. And I don't want to trade the open. So I waited like 20, 30 minutes. It was not 10 minutes before 10 or 5 minutes before 10. I said, I got to go in. It's staying above Ripster's clouds and it's pushing into this red zone. And I don't like to chase him at the open, but I mean, it was an obvious setup. And so it rejected the zone. And I said in the Discord and in the video that I was buying the calls are good till Friday. And so it could chop for a day or 2 days. And I might be down 20 or 30%. But sometime between now and Friday, she's going to go. And I went outside while it was chopping for 2 hours. And we had a good morning on the SPY and the QQQ. We hit the SPY twice. And shout out to Ripster and his clouds enabled us to hold longer. I like to scalp and I like to get out. And this is why, because they screw us with these big dumps. And this was a double top and it was curling, but we wanted to curl above the previous high before we go in. Unfortunately, they got us good on that one if you were holding, because they gave us a good classic setup with the cup formation, retracing to the previous high, but it failed. And so we played this setup on Riot a couple times, and I did a video about that. When it was curling up and it goes above the previous high, that's a breakout. Well, it didn't, it failed. But I scalp and I take a lot of shit in the comments for it, and people say, I'm selling into you and you're my liquidity. And guys, I hope you got rich. I wish you the best if that's you putting the nasty comments out there. But if I hit 20, 30, 40, 50% on every trade, I'm fine. Okay. I don't need to get the 400%er and put the rocket ship emoji on Twitter. They don't show you the losers. Okay. If you haven't done this before, or if you've been hitting everything and you think you walk on water, wait till one of these happens, like it happened today. Right. And so I scalp, but I'll hold longer. Like this one, we held pretty long. And the CVNA, and thanks again to Ripster for the clouds. And we went into that one a couple times. The CVNA was chopping, but I said I'm going to hold it. And when it runs and it gave me this big candle, I said that's not it. It's going to go to the top of the zone. And I put that in the Discord that when it gets to the top of my zone, I'll sell it. And we did. And we posted it on Twitter for everybody and the whole world to see. And this is from our Discord at 12:22. I sold the SPY and I told everybody I was cashing out, baby. And so 12:22 was right about in here somewhere. It was one of these somewhere right in here. Maybe this one. 12 o'clock. Oh, we're on a 1 minute. I'm sorry, guys. Here's a 5 minute. Okay. So when it hit the top, and I had already taken it a couple times, and this one we held for a while. I think there's another one on there we didn't even circle, and we were doing the QQQ at the same time. So whatever. But there was a couple I got in and got out and took my 30, 40%, whatever. And then there was one I sat back and watched, and I'm making small bets. Okay. I'm not throwing down heavy. You got to spread your bets out. Risk management is everything. Okay. And I'm not always right. And I'm not always the best teacher, but I invite you to steal my knowledge for free and put it in your toolbox. And then you don't need me, or you don't need anyone. If you draw your own zones and you draw your own lines, we got plenty of videos on how to do that. I just listen to music and watch my charts, and I pay attention to the news, and I have some smart people on Twitter that I talk to. But here's is a double top, and there's 12:20 right there. And I got stopped out on something, and I said, "That's it, man." It was a SPY. I got stopped out on the SPY, and I said, "That's it." I sold all the other positions. I had two or three other ones I was holding. I sold them all, and I said, "I'm locking in my gains for the day." And you can scroll through the Discord, but there's a screenshot of it. And we had also posted that it was oh, let's see, that this dump, we don't let's see, here we go. Where is it? There you go. That's just when we sold the CVNA, and we posted that for everybody. And zero fucks were given, okay? I said it was going to hit the zone and reject, and I drew that zone. I had confidence it was going to happen. I didn't think it was going to happen today. I thought maybe it would chop for 2 days, but she did not disappoint. And we sold into that, and we stuck to our plan, and we trusted our zones because we drew the zone. And if you draw your own zones and your own trend lines, then it can give you confidence. Look at the SPY on the 15-minute. We like the 15-minute to plot entries and draw lines. Look how she stopped right on my trend line, and she's wicking up my trend line just like a boss. And so on Twitter, we were telling people this is an evil dump and it's below the 20-day moving average. Okay. And that was the point where we had cashed out. Okay. And then I started sharing some more because I felt bad it's dumping. And so I'm sharing my charts with people. And they don't usually like our stuff. Not a single like was given, but I want to give back to the community. And I felt bad. Somebody's probably getting hurt. And I said it can move 1 or 2 points in the blink of an eye now because they're both $500 stocks, basically SPY and Q. So I'm sharing my QQQ. It's below my trend line. That's bad. The next support is 436, which is this red zone right here. Okay. And in the Discord, we're saying the same thing. And I'm telling everybody, be careful. And right here, it starts curling off my zone. And it says again, be careful. And I told the same thing to the guys in the Discord, go tiny if you want to try and catch the reversal and buy calls because, we don't know what they're going to do. And I had just said it can move 1 or 2 points in a blink of an eye. Well, they dumped it some more, didn't they? Yeah, they did. I hope nobody got hurt. But guys, this channel's about drawing lines and drawing zones. And if you can do that, it can help you spot entries and exits. And as on the CVNA, it told me when I should be selling it. And that was when it hit the top of this zone. I expected it wasn't going to, I mean, it could go higher, but I don't care. I mean, that was my target. And that was a more than double or a double. I think it was like 98, 95%. Yeah, it was just below a double. And so, hell, that's good enough for me, guys, you know? But we're not here to brag. We're here to share ideas and we share charts. And I'm just an old man flipping stocks. I used to be a stockbroker. And if I miss, I don't eat, guys. It's the old man I hit or I don't eat challenge. Okay. But come join us for free and we do have fun. And no, we're not the most professional video setup. We just don't care. And yeah, I share the whole screen.